everyone, and welcome to Midgardy RPG. My name is Karu, and we're here with Flight of the Fireflies, a campaign by RNW and RPG Tunes, and we are playing in as a charity campaign for Extra Life because kids don't really shouldn't really be in a hospital for too long, so we got to make sure they get healthy as fast as possible. We have gotten so far $470 this month, and we're hoping to get to 1,000. We'll see how close we get, I guess. There's like a week. Oh God, a week. There's a week left. I don't know if we have 2 sessions left of this game. This session and the next session was supposed to be the last one, but we'll see how far we get today. Because we missed last week's session, so maybe we'll do one more session in December just to get the campaign done, because we have way too many campaigns that are left at like almost done. I like finishing games. But yeah, we have incentives this year because our live peeps are a bit low generally. So this time you get to pick a thing to take home with you for the donations you make. And that includes stuff like for $10 you can get either a gift card for 2 Minute Tabletop or a pack of inns and tavern maps from Tom Cardos. Or you can not take anything home and instead get to watch Earl eat a treat on cam. And if he gets 10 treats during the session, I think I have to update that. Then we'll upgrade it to one of those creamy tubes, and then you get to see him go lum, 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 lum for like 5 minutes.
It's very cute.
It is pretty cute. It has happened a couple of times. And then if you donate $70, you get the everything pack from 2 Minute Tabletop. That is every single map that 2 Minute Tabletop has released, and that is a good gift for your DM. Christmas is coming, and yeah, all $70 go to Extra Life, so it's a good deal.
I also have those creamy tubes for my kids. I don't
Well,
think I've ever given them
we
one.
do?
Yeah.
Garm, how? Why would you do
They
this?
were buried under a pile of trash. I forgot about them. This is not an embarrassing secret to reveal on stream. They can all see what's behind me.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
Extra Life, good cause. 2 Minute Tabletop, good people. One of the
yeah.
writers is really cute. It's me. Also, thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us as ever.
Yeah. We are sponsored by Roll20, and I guess in this case also by Tom Cartos and 2 Minute Tabletop, since they've given us some incentives. So check them out. Tom Cartos has a lot of maps. 2 Minute Tabletop has even more maps. But I think they're kind of rivaling each other, but just 2 Minute Tabletop has a couple more years and of stuff. And you can make an account for free on Roll20 and play games for free. There's nothing better than free. Okay, is that it? Are we done with like pre? Oh, also you can donate $5 and give these guys a reroll. But who wants to give these guys a reroll, right?
I want to give me a reroll.
Unless you TPK the party again, and then we have to donate to bring
I
ourselves back to
did
life.
TPK the party for the other Extra Life game within 30 minutes of starting. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think that's going to happen today, but I make no promises. It really depends on their decisions. So if they die, they die. But yeah, we had to do a bit of fundraising to raise the party from the dead last game. Okay, that's enough. Let's introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Garmbreak1, and I play Billy Bow. I am a Hemmeling. I Ranger. Ranger is the name of my class. I shoot things with a bow. That's why they call me Billy Bow. And I can put some of the the limited life essence of myself into people to heal them. But if I do it too much, I run out and I lose some of my fancy powers. Nina?
Hello, I'm Nina. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Spelt, who is my Gatorfolk wild magic sorcerer.
Look at Nina making this look easy. Hi, I'm Pi. He, they pronouns, and I'm playing Pete Keep Safe. I am a Circle of Stars druid. I am hubbin, and I keep things safe. But not with a bow. I have bonk stick.
I'm a
Bonk
he
stick,
him.
very safe.
I'm a he him, forgot to mention.
Good. Now those that can't read the screen know.
Some people can't read,
That's
Karu.
why I said.
Like
I
Jared,
wasn't
who's
being
19.
sarcastic. I was actually stating a fact.
If you're watching this in 160p, there you go. We got you. I definitely watch streams in 160p sometimes.
I mean,
Look, if they're playing Mario, there's nothing I need to see. Super
what?
Mario World, I mean.
Okay, sure. So why do you watch?
Because I like the people's personalities.
Okay.
Also, you can make out everything at 160p because it's a friggin' Super Nintendo game.
I thought you were
That's
going to
fair.
say so you can make out.
I can make out whatever I want. I guess. I know
Also,
where I'm going with this.
uh-huh. Shout out to the awesome art in Flight of the Fireflies, which is a mini campaign by RPG Tunes, because that's where this background came from. It's pretty cool.
One of your shelves is like slowly fading into the background.
Oh
like
yeah, it is.
Hey, you can kind of see the red pandas if I put my head there.
Spectral pandas.
Oh, nope, they're gone.
Great.
Yeah, it's not quite sure what to do with my head sometimes there. Yeah. Well, I have a spectral chair too. I'm just trying this out because apparently this is a new function from Discord.
Well, I mean, we're all millennials. We're all so broke you can't even afford like the etherealness of the chair. You only get like 75% of it at a given time, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It fades in and out.
Yeah, you're only
No,
paying for the chair that you're
it's,
actively using.
it's like your chair is controlled by an artist who isn't sure what kind of opacity they really should have. Should it be 41?
I
42?
mean, if it's just a
No,
chair,
let's make it 90. No, what if it looks better at 3?
clearly what I should be doing is like putting the chair right behind me, but that's uncomfortable because then I'm at an angle. So
Yeah. So,
Okay.
What's with good posture?
where were we?
Where were you?
In the fog.
You were in an ethereal fog.
Oh, we're tying it all back together, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, so you were following a bunch of fireflies that seem to like following things that go wild magic-y. Because there's something that is causing larger than normal wild magic happening in this into the Sodden Weald. A place that is known for having some wild magic surges, but nothing on this scale. So when you arrived, you were in Boggendorp, and there was a wave, and then slimes, and then you followed the fireflies all the way to Darkgourd Farm, where you found that it's what were the monkeys called? Apes.
Skunk apes?
Skunk apes.
Oh yes,
The skunk apes were like floating in midair and couldn't do anything.
and we're
So
very angry.
they were very angry. So you guys helped stop some rogues from stealing the gourds. Stayed overnight in the house. Promised to come back with some form of way to unpetrify the owners who had gotten petrified by the magic.
Oh, yeah, we're probably not doing that.
Shut up.
Made your way to the edge of Clearwater, only to find that it wasn't very clear. It was actually covered in a magical fog, much to Billy Bow's
Consternation.
Consternation, because he was very
Does
excited
Billy
about
Bo
how he could not be lost.
does Billy Bo
I
know
mean,
a word that big?
maybe. Also, I guess consternation is the other one. It was my excitement personally as the player because
Uh-huh.
I have dark vision. I don't have dark vision.
None of you have
But
dark
if there's
vision.
one thing I love, it's reminding people of what should be a fun challenge being just nullified by a character's abilities.
Listen, some people just don't want to worry about getting lost in the wilderness. I mean, it would make a couple of other games that I'm running right now completely and utterly short if they had a ranger with them. But no one likes rangers, so no one makes rangers, and therefore it is never a problem.
Yeah, one of the perks of being a ranger is you get a cell phone with GPS.
Yeah. Yeah, no one understands that bit of the ranger, and they're just like, "Ooh, rangers are dumb."
Yeah, it's right there on the stat block. Like, come on, guys.
So while you were trying to skirt the well, not skirt the fog, but skirt an island to get to Natwater, you ran across a lady who was being attacked by a bird. You scared the bird off, fed it some other food so it wouldn't eat her, rescued her, probably regretted it like 5 minutes later, and tossed her in your portable knot hole. Uh, well, it's not a portable
Did
hole.
we
It's
as a party
budget portable hole.
did we figure out if it's a good idea or a bad idea to pick up the hole while she's in it?
No, you did not. So you
Okay.
just left it on the floor just because, you might, I don't know, accidentally lose her forever in the hole. And she is the heiress of Natwater. Her family owns the place, and the biggest mansion belongs to her family. And she is the heiress to the family, so maybe don't get her killed.
Yeah, but it would also be a perfect crime.
If we mess around too much, she might get killed or worse, expelled.
It's true.
You've never even read the books.
We are
Yes, I
so off
have.
target.
Look, she may be suddenly forced out of the hole, thus being expelled. What do you want?
Well, I was just
Oh
trying
my
to hope that
god,
she would.
your drink can.
I know, I was laughing at that.
What?
Most of it disappears.
Just Lipton.
Beauty. Hashtag not sponsored.
We're not sponsored, so it's just getting rid of the can.
Everything except for the important part, yeah. Beauty.
I'm just
But,
waiting for me to disappear suddenly. It doesn't seem to know how to do my hand most of the time.
yeah.
Okay, so that's where you were. It was getting late in the night, so you guys decided to sleep in the boat before continuing so that you wouldn't get lost because you could only see 5 feet in front of your face, and at night you could only see about 1 foot because none of you have dark vision. And if you light a lantern, it's more or less just, hey, I can see the fog is surrounding us instead of just pure black. But that's about it. And I guess partially you're probably hoping that it'll fade by the day, by daytime, because most of the other well surges have kind of faded after a certain amount of hours have passed. Did you guys set up any uh watches, or did you just all go to sleep in the boat?
To be fair, I trance,
Okay.
but I don't think we actually set up watches.
Okay. Cool. So you all just curled up in the boat, happy that Miss Natwater, I mean, that's not her
Shut up.
name. Uh,
Yeah.
What? Miss
What?
what?
Catty Watt.
Catty what?
Yep,
Miss what?
the Watt, Miss Watt.
Not what? Who?
Stop talking. Okay, awesome. So you all take a long rest. You wake up sometime later because it's less dark, but it's still really, really foggy. Also, you can't really see uh any green like foliage around you. It's like just fog. You are now completely surrounded in fog. And everything is very, very almost unnaturally quiet.
Cool. This is good.
This sounds magical. Spell, don't swim off and get lost.
I mean, I'll stay in the boat.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds like a good idea.
turn 3 years old again.
That's fair.
You were very cute as a 3-year-old.
Look, I don't.
I just
It-
don't want to wish triggers.
Felt is tempted to just jump overboard at this point. It's fine.
Out of embarrassment.
Yeah.
You hear from inside the hole. Just are we there yet? Is it morning? Hello.
Wait,
It
did
is
we put the
morning.
hole in the boat?
Yeah.
Yes, the hole is in the boat.
You spread
On
the carpet on one of the seats
Oh
inside the
God!
boat. So the seat has become a hole. You can still sleep underneath it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess.
Well, I'll help
Don't like that.
Patty out of the discount hole.
Okay, so you help her up and out, and she's like, "Oh, good, fog's still around."
Mm-hmm.
But
It'll do that.
you guys did tie the boat down before going to sleep, right?
That's funny.
Spell? Did you tie the boat down?
No, that wasn't my job.
Billy, did you tie the boat down?
No, didn't think of it.
And I didn't tie the boat down.
Great.
That's fine. Can we tell, like, which way the sun is? Do we know which way is, like, the brightest?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, jeez.
As well go, which way is
Ooh.
north?
Yeah, that's... Yep.
2. 12. Slightly better.
Do you want your ranger to try?
Yes, please.
Alright, I'm gonna range the heck out of this.
Range
Yeah.
the sky.
17. Okay.
This guy is really far away.
It's hard to tell because of the fog. Everything above you
Really?
is bright, and everything around you is white. Pete,
So
you see
no.
one like bit of like brighter light, and you're like, ah, that's definitely the sun. And Billy, you're like, that seems a bit high for this time of day. And you're kind of like scanning closer to the surface, and you see, oh no, there's another one over there. That's got to be the sun. And then
Yeah,
What's
I'm like
that?
measuring it out by hand widths from the horizon.
which you
No,
can't
that's
see. Um,
What? Well, yes.
however, then you see another light, and they all seem to be surrounding you guys. And in total, you can see 5 of these lights that you mistook initially for suns. And then
How many suns are there again? Oh,
just
sorry,
one.
good.
You're pretty sure you don't have 5 suns on this planet.
Dang it.
Well,
We
either
didn't?
this is the light of glorious Hemel returning, or we're in trouble. And I think it's the second.
Hmm.
The lights actually seem to be moving and closer to you
Everybody
guys.
get down. Oh, sorry, good.
To you guys.
Everybody get down and stay very, very quiet.
Slink into the water just so my head is like popping up and you can see my eyes, but I keep one hand on the underside of the boat.
Okay. the lights start to kind of dance around you, and until all five converge on one side of the boat and kind of like start doing like weird little dancey thing.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do I know this as a language? No, I don't. Okay.
Good thought.
But it is like a language thing, yeah? I kind of recognize it.
It could be. Though I
Uh,
need you to know, Karu, when you said weird dancey thing, I went, oh, so the lights are twerking.
That is one way to put it. Oh, shoot.
Those of you who are familiar with the Sodden Wheel, give me a nature check or Arcana check.
Oh, please.
I've been wandering around here for a bit. Nature, you say?
Yeah, nature or Arcana. Okay.
19.
Spelt, you've heard of dancing lights before. They're actually called wayward wisps.
Oh.
And Billy Bow, you know that too. You've also heard that these wisps are similar to will-o-wisps, but instead of being undead creatures, wayward wisps are actually like celestial beings.
Wait, will-o-wisps are undead?
Yes, they're
Yeah.
they're ghosts, yeah. They're the spirit of the dead. Yes, of course they're undead.
Fucking
Well-
spoiler alert!
There's some kind of flame and celestial things.
And
Not what I thought it was originally.
Billy, what you've heard about wayward wisps is that they always know a safe route to the nearest place of settlement or refuge.
Oh.
Believe that we can try to talk to them because they always know a safe route to the nearest place of refuge or settlement. Which is weird, considering they're flaming balls of celestial, but hey. Perhaps
Aren't-
they too carry the light of Hamel in them.
Okay. And they, I don't know, talk? Can I talk to them?
You've never heard of like wisps talking back, but you can try talking to them.
I speak celestial, apparently.
Okay.
I assume that was a racial thing for me. Wait. Alright. I would like to carefully stand up. I'm trying so hard to think of a green that isn't sup, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't
Howdy,
think that would
y'all.
go as well.
Howdy, y'all. Yeah, alright. I'll stand up and say, howdy, y'all. Do you revered beings know a way to a place called Natwater?
They kind of dance, and one moves forward towards the boat and kind of bobs a bit, kind of like, vibing. And then it just like starts floating off back towards the other ones.
I guess this
Well.
means manual labor for me.
I guess so. Follow that thing,
Okay.
comrade.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
Spelt, get back in here.
I don't know, it goes faster.
Just pick me up.
Yeah.
Just
I don't actually know how much you weigh, but
Not a ton, I don't
okay.
think.
And I spend all my time firing bows, so
Yeah,
yoink.
I try to bite you.
all right. So you start following these things, and they seem to be guiding you somewhere. You're not sure if that's
Cool.
Natwater or somewhere else, but
Probably not.
it's safe, unless you
Sure.
mistook, wayward wisps for actual will-o-wisps, then you're fucked. But I think that was our one curse for the stream. Sorry, guys.
I already swore.
Damn it.
is
Do
a
we need to
mess.
bust it with the swear jar from My Little Pony with all the coins? Ting, ting,
No.
ting, 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 Karu.
No. I had enough ting 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 with your game. You follow for a while until sorry, not Spelt. Pete starts getting tired because 4 hours of rowing. And as you're pausing to let Billy Bow take over, you hear some splashing somewhere off to like your left.
I will compulsively check for Spelt.
Spelt's in the boat.
Okay, good. I don't know what that is then.
Then you hear a screeching sound.
Oh boy. Does
I'd
it
like to
sound like
roll.
a
Sorry, go ahead.
creature I recognize?
No.
Cool.
I'd like to row faster.
In what direction?
Forward.
Okay. You keep going forward and you hear more splashing and then you hear God dang stop that.
God, we're gonna have a whole posse by the time we're at anywhere. Do we see an individual?
It's just out of sight in the fog right now cuz Billy's trying to like row away from it.
Still to my left?
Yes.
Wait, go that way.
If you're not watching the stream, you're losing out. Okay, so you start turning towards it, and in from the like mist, you see this large, kind of spiky shadow looming, kind of like flailing, and then there's like something on top of it. And from out of the fog, you see a large turtle. And on top of the turtle is a gator folk who seems to be kind of riding it, but you can see that she has a weapon in her hand, and she goes to try and like stab downwards just as the turtle twists its head and snaps at her.
I would like to row backwards. Oh
Is it
god, it
gonna
is
eat
so
her?
hard to do these motions.
What was that, Nina?
Is it gonna eat her?
It is snapping at her hand. It might just snap it off.
Oh, good. Uh,
That
I
doesn't
look
seem like our
at
problem.
I look at Pete and I look at Billy for guidance.
I don't have that spell. You're muted, Pi.
Do you know where we are?
I desperately hope the really quiet first version of that came through.
Did.
Oh.
You hear her go, "Ow!" And then she goes, "What? Help!"
Why?
Hey, Spelt, do you know
Yeah.
that gator?
Do I know the gator? Probably not.
How much have you traveled around before leaving?
I mean, mostly around Boggendorp, so probably not this far. I mean, I might have traveled through here once or twice, but not.
Okay. She seems familiar. You've never like seen her in person. But she's got. Hold on. Do I have a picture? I do. She's got these like really nice like glasses on and like an apron. Wait, I need to show the stream this. There we go.
This is adorable.
Because the art's great. Um,
Is she wearing that on top of the The turtle?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh.
Okay. I guess we should probably help.
I'll give you some turtle soup if you help me.
Why would
That
you
sounds
cook
so
your own
cute.
mount?
It's not a mount. I'm trying to kill it.
Why are you trying to kill it?
Be-
Because it's a terrible mount.
because turtle soup is tasty.
She makes a good point.
Works for me. How far
Oh.
are we away from this creature?
Hold on. I'm mapping. I do actually have a picture of the turtle, so.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, it's cute.
Everything in this game is cute.
I thought I was going to say, oh no, it's pointy.
It is
It
pointy.
is very pointy.
It's a kind of cute.
Free bowl.
Free bowl. Wait,
All
what?
right.
No.
What?
What do you mean, no?
Like a terrible bowl.
I said it was free. I didn't say it was a good bowl.
All right, roll initiative.
I had a brief moment where I forgot where the initiative button is. I've only been using Roll20 for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why Karu's the main DM.
It's because all of my concepts are too esoteric and intellectual for you plebeians.
How did the hardback get a minus 94? Minus
What?
0.94. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought
It's-
it was actually negative 94.
Me too.
Oh,
Karu's
that's
rolls, I
how.
was like, because you got a 6?
Because I have a minus 2 to my initiative.
it's
Hey.
the drag from the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
They're
it is.
pointed the wrong way for initiative.
Also, Nina, your hoodie is awesome. I just noticed the.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice.
All right, Oval Moon tries to attack this turtle and just hits the hard shell and does no damage to it.
How foggy is it?
Fa. That's true. It's pretty
It doesn't
foggy.
have to be true, don't worry.
Let's just put you guys closer so we can. Wait, no. There we go. Okay. How foggy
The
is it?
currents in this river, they're real strong.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the movement, you know. How do can I mimic fog settings?
No. There's no fog.
There's no fog. Limit field of vision.
You bitch.
Yes.
I can't help but notice that Caddy Watt is not helping. I really hope that the rowing has been splashing water into her hole, and she's been just getting sploop, sploop, sploop of swamp
Freezing.
water.
Okay. Does that give you guys like vision?
I can
It
still
can
see
change
everything.
anything.
Okay,
Somebody didn't set up our tokens with vision.
maybe I needed.
Now it's the perfect time to go. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I can see a cone in
Uh,
front of me.
That's not the kind of limiter I wanted.
That's
I
not
can
how
see-
fog works, buddy.
This to this.
Yes, I can see that.
Oh, okay.
Every time I walk outside in spring, it's just like this. I have like a 5-degree cone of vision. I'm like the exact opposite of Neji from Naruto. Got like
Uh-huh.
that small cone he can't see.
That's like
Yeah.
a 0.5 degree, and that's right in the center of his back going backwards, not in front of him.
It's right in the center of the back of his head. Thank you very much. I think.
Yeah, except for every time he gets shot in the middle of the back, implying that that's where it is.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm wrong.
Did that work?
No, now we're just back to where we started.
Car, it's okay.
You can
It's
just tell
okay.
us it's foggy and that we have disadvantage.
All right, there we go.
Until we get within like 10 feet or something.
All right,
Yeah.
it is done.
It's okay. I'm about to make your life even more difficult when it gets
Oh.
to my turn, so.
Okay, well, it is Pete's turn.
I would like to row us forward closer to this monstrosity.
I'm on the oars.
That's true.
I would like to tell Billy to get us closer. And I will hopefully
Hey!
there we go.
hey.
Well fogged, everybody.
What?
You did it.
Yeah.
It's fog.
I did it a while ago. That's why I'm confused.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, no, it just kicked on now for all of us, I
It
guess.
just kicked on.
Yeah, now we
Amazing.
have a 15-foot radius.
Perfect.
Fog just kicked in, yo.
It's comes in real quick.
Suddenly, fog.
You know how it is. You're just chilling in the middle of the ocean, and suddenly
Mhm.
the fog rolls in. And
Mhm.
Eh.
It's okay.
Is everyone at the tip of
The
this
stream can see it just fine.
All right, I'm just gonna shimmy to the tip of this boat, and I'm gonna shoot the turtle with
Okay.
a guiding bolt.
Oh, good.
12.
That misses.
Poot.
Okay. Well, spelt. I'm gonna move the boat to the map layer so we can actually. Oh God.
Pie's boat.
There it is. It only sunk for a moment.
Just a moment.
It's okay. The stream didn't see that.
I'm going to sploosh in the water
Spoosh.
and scooch just so I can see the turtle and cast a ray of frost. Sad.
Okay. That misses.
And I scooch on back to the boat.
Okay. Billy.
All right. I would like to turn the boat and then row as hard as I can into the turtle.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
It's just an ordinary day. 16.
Okay.
In hindsight, this might just destroy our boat.
It's
Do
true. It's okay. You put
That'll
Spelt's
definitely be
family as
interesting.
collateral.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Caddy Watt may just like drown.
That's okay.
Perfect crime.
No body, no crime. No body, no crime.
All right. So there's our boat now. 16 actually doesn't meet its AC. So you kind of just like doop against the turtle.
Huzzah!
The boat is now in melee with the turtle. It did not hurt the turtle. It did not really break the boat because, but
I'll take it.
but yeah, you are against it. Pete, I think you're in melee with it too now. So I hope that was something you wanted.
I also hope that's something Pete wanted. I didn't think to ask. I like Pie's idle animation. Very good.
Okay.
Well, that's my
Anything?
turn.
Yeah, that was your action. Okay, so turtle time. Turtle does not like getting a boat against it. It is gonna go and bite at Pete. Does a 10 hit?
Oh, thank God, no.
Well, just as long as it doesn't start like climbing up and sinking our boat.
It goes like, whee! Have you ever heard
Why does it
turtles?
make cute noises?
Have you ever heard a
That's-
turtle?
Yeah,
That's-
during sex.
What?
That's the only time I've ever heard a turtle noise.
All right, Noon continues using her spoon to attack this thing and doing nothing. Pete,
Next time, bring at least the fork.
I think it was a knife. It's just a bit blunt by now.
Oh, so that's how you make spoons. I
Yeah.
got you.
I rolled a 6.
Beautiful.
She's just up there going against the hard back turtle.
Oh, that's real good. All right, I'm going to.
I didn't expect it to be this hard. No wonder it's called a
turtle.
No wonder it's called a hard back turtle.
What?
I just give her a look, and I concentrate my magic into my hands, and then I stab at the turtle with my fingertips with primal savagery, which
Did it roll?
what?
All
Why
I
do
see
you do this to me?
is one of your attacks programmed wrong. Oh, there it is.
Oh. Did it just take
Stab
forever?
Yeah.
No, it's programmed incorrectly on the spells page, but programmed correctly on the front page.
Oh, okay.
Beauty.
Despite the fact that I did not program either of these.
Well, 7 is only slightly better than 6. It has about
So I
the
hit.
same effect.
Oh. F.
Should we feel bad about killing this turtle?
I don't know. I think at this point, if the turtle dies to us, it should feel bad.
You know, that's a good point.
That's fair.
I'm gonna scooch up again. I'm gonna cast blindness on it,
Already blind.
potentially.
Okay.
Oh, turtle.
Just
So
don't
it
hit
needs to make
us.
a Constitution saving throw.
20.
Okay,
Rude.
that's yep. Nope. Bye.
Billy,
All
show
right,
everyone
fine.
how it's done.
Also say, I think we should maybe just run.
No, hold on. I got this.
Oh,
I'm
God.
going to let go of the oars, run along the edge of the boat as best I can, and jump and stomp on the turtle's head or back.
I thought you were a ranger.
Yeah.
That was Mario.
Now I'm Mario.
Someone's been watching too many Mario streams.
Possibly.
At 160p, he doesn't know how this turns out.
Give me an acrobatics check.
All right. Don't do you? Acrobatics. Oh God. 12?
Okay, so you run along the boat and somehow don't capsize it.
Good.
Kids, don't run along the edge of a boat. It will capsize. Or at the very least, enough for you to dump into the water.
It's true. Yeah, this absolutely would not work. But I had to squelch past Pete somehow.
Yep. So you jump up and hit the turtle's head, and it pops out of its shell. No, this is not Mario, Garm.
It's okay. Don't worry. I got this.
It is very upset with you, but
This is still a melee attack.
yeah, and you rolled a
Strength?
12 against its AC.
From acrobat. Oh, you want to do that as the
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was just for getting along the.
Give me a dex save.
Yeah, sure. I love a dexterity save. 14.
Okay. So that didn't do much. It's actually a pretty strong turtle, and you hit it more on the like shell than on its neck. So then you're falling, and you splash into the water beside it, but you manage to grab onto the edge of the boat.
I have an important question. Did I in fact hit it?
You came into contact with it, yes.
Can I use Angelic Smite?
What's the text on that?
When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can choose to deal an additional 2d8
You
damage.
didn't hit it. Because you didn't hit its AC.
Fine, I'll punch it in the face next turn.
Yeah, because that implies you have to actually do damage to smite. Which makes sense. I'm just fluffing it as you managed to, like, you know, make contact of some form, but you didn't really hit it. You just made contact.
This all seemed like a good idea half a round ago.
Uh-huh. Well, Billy, since you've been so nice to the turtle, it is going to bite you now.
Suppose that makes sense.
That's a 22.
Wow, okay. That hits.
8 piercing damage. Snap.
It's okay, I didn't need limbs anyway.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Obel is going to try again. She rolled a 12 this time, which is a lot better than what she's been rolling. However, this thing has a lot of AC. All right, Pete. Caddy in the background is just like, maybe we should leave. Just grab her and we'll run.
But then we don't have soup.
Don't think we're gonna have soup at this point.
You haven't done anything to this turtle.
Haven't done anything.
We're in round 3.
Yeah, what's the point?
Somehow, the turtle has only hit you guys once, so this is...
It's okay, I'm gonna die by the end of this fight, somehow.
Probably. It is Pete's turn.
That doesn't mean he can't die by the end of the fight. I am going to attempt to poke its eyes out with my primal savagery.
Okay.
20.
Hey. That hits.
Because I aim for the eyeballs.
Yep. That's a trick. You gotta aim for. Oh no! You have defeated the turtle. It is dead. You have turtle soup on the no. Okay, 2 damage.
I feel like I've been patronized. I guess I should also heal the drowning idiot. I will bonk him on the head for nearly capsizing us all. Wait, no, I can't bonk him.
Isn't that a action?
You nincompoop! That was my
Yay.
healing word.
2 acid and 4 healing.
Look, I didn't like you that much.
Gotta get me that 4 healing damage.
Uh-huh. Okay, so is that Pete's turn?
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Spelt!
I really think we should leave.
Think of the turtle soup!
I mean, turtle soup is great, but like we also have other things we can eat potentially. I guess I'll throw another. You know what? No. I'll throw a witch bolt at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos again. Oh no, we rested, so it's fine. I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos to re-roll that.
Okay.
And potentially do something else.
Are you saying the 9 missed?
20 hits.
Hey, look at that.
See, we do know how to hit for soup.
I think we need to leave.
This is the most ridiculous battle I've ever had. You have now done 3 damage. Hey, look, you got the halo. It has a halo. You've done enough damage. I think I set it to like 99%. You have done 1% of damage.
Oh my god, I think we need to run.
Okay. It's not true.
Um,
I usually put it to 95%. So you've done 5%
okay.
damage.
We did it, everybody.
Just another
Oh my god.
95% to go. Okay. On the bright side, next time you don't have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Billy.
I'm gonna climb back over to the boat. I'm not using my action disengage because I live life on the edge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb up into the boat. Chomp my leg off if you dare.
I rolled a nat one.
Oh, okay. Cool. Can I shoot at it from here?
Sure.
Great. I'm gonna shoot at it with my bow, and it's not at maximum health, so I can use Colossus Slayer.
That is true.
Oh, before I shoot it, I'd like to use my bonus action to declare it my Hunter's Mark target, so I do slightly more damage to it.
Oh my god, Nina, your cat is staring at the camera.
Judgily, yes.
This
Yeah.
is pathetic. I could do more than 3 damage.
Alright, pop, let's rock. 13.
Wow, if only you guys could reroll. That fails. Look at that judgy cat.
It's
I mean,
so
that's fair.
bad.
Well, that's my turn.
What a good judgy cat.
Someone needs to
Like, I
clip,
can roll
like
better
someone
than
needs to clip that and make it an emote. We'll have another cat emote of judgy cat.
We did just get more emote slots.
Okay, hardback turtle. Well, Billy's gone. Pete's slashing at it. I think Pete's done the most damage so far.
Ethereal Earl is very cute.
Hi, Earl. Does a 15 hit you,
Whomst.
Pete?
Meast. My AC 12.
Wow. All right, 7 piercing damage.
We mean wow.
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 Hi, Earl. How was your nap? Okay. What are you concentrating on?
I don't know.
No, that was Billy. All right,
Okay,
Obel.
great.
Show them how it's done. 20! 3 bludgeoning damage.
She did the exact same that me and Pete did.
That's how it's done. You just gotta go for the weak parts.
Oh my
All right,
god.
Pete. Just 2 more hits and it's done.
I have added a picture in campaign 2, Flight of the Fireflies, for your perusal.
Good. Such a good look.
Alright.
So
Maybe we're taking this wrong. Maybe I just have to whack it with the bonk stick, because she whacked it with a bonk stick.
Yeah.
7.
This game is cursed. We're gonna be here all night trying to whittle down this turtle.
we're gonna be playing till December, like well into December at this rate.
Maybe then we'll get to Natwater.
Welcome back to part 5 of the fight against the hardback turtle. We have taken long enough that it has regenerated health points due to resting.
Oh my god.
I love
So
how
I
Earl
can
just fades out in and out of existence.
Cats will do that. Alright, Spelt, you're up.
Spelt. Good
I
news.
can
You
just
don't have to roll to hit.
excellent. I don't. It's fine. 11.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You guys can actually do damage?
News to me.
You guys
Is
want
that
to know
all I can?
something? You guys want to know something great about this turtle?
No.
It's resistant to non-magical damage.
That's what I thought.
It's okay. It's okay, y'all. If you do 1 damage, it doesn't matter if it's resistant.
Hold up. Oh wait, no, you missed, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't done anything.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
What is it?
Okay, we're good. All right, so
Okay.
Spelt is like, okay, if we're not running, we might as well kill it, and finally does some damage to it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. That's it. I'm just gonna say I still think we should run, but okay.
Why run? You've got it now. Just keep pumping that lightning.
All right. Arrow. That's the sound that firing a bow makes.
Mm-hmm.
8.
This is. It's the fog, really. It's just,
I'll decrement my arrows, and that's my turn. Come on,
Pete.
hardtack.
Pete. 19.
Pete.
8 damage.
Pete. Yes.
It's okay, we've got a DMPC here to kill it for us.
What am I concentrating on?
Oh, hi.
I wonder if that's like on another map that you have like the concentration on your thing and just the. It's also going to move towards Spelts because it doesn't like being electrocuted.
That's
know
fair,
that's
you
fair.
know.
That's rude.
Obul is going to keep at it with her knife. 17. That misses.
That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
Pete! Wait, didn't... Oh yeah, Pete did damage. Now you get to revenge.
It's true.
You can do it, Pete.
Wait, I'm an idiot.
Well,
Yes.
Yes, Garm?
Yes.
nothing. Don't worry. It's okay. You know?
I feel like Garm's not saying something. Oh wait, no, I don't have a swim speed.
My god, Carter just summoned Earl into her hand.
Look, a tail.
I'm so glad I don't have to render this one, because everything going on in Carter's cam is going to be bad for the video size.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah.
It's like magic. Yeah.
Alrighty. Instead of going for the eyes, I go for the butt.
Summon from
So-
15.
The butt is underwater. That also misses.
That's why it missed, because I thought it was above water.
It's like half in the water.
Yeah, so there was a 50-50 shot that it was above water.
Hello, cat.
Meanwhile, I'm just counting on my fingers going, cat? No. Lizard? No. Elk? No, that'll tip the boat.
Alright, Spelt. You are this
Okay.
party's only hope.
I guess.
You were the chosen one. 1 damage. Okay. We might kill it today.
I don't think we're going to.
Just
really
give it
don't.
another 40 rounds. It's fine.
What turn are we on?
Round 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Billy.
Okay.
So I could try and convince Pete to grab the gator lady and then row us out of here.
Yeah.
And increasingly, that's looking like a good plan. I'm sure Spell can catch up. On the other hand, one more shot. All right. Counterbalance the bow.
Where?
Reduce the distance between yourself and the target to 0. Cha. Fucking hell. Freaking heck. Pete, grab the gator lady and let's get out of here.
Oh my god.
And that's my turn.
Absurd.
Okay, Spelts, this turtle has had a bad day thanks to you. And no one else.
It's fine.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
5 piercing damage. Apparently
Okay.
can't snap quite as well at you because you're in the water.
Ow.
Round 6. Obol continues to fail to hit this thing in any shape or form that would be useful. Pete.
I'm gonna tell Oval to get on the frickin' boat, and I would like to take a hempen rope and uh
Oh, also Obel was like, "No, I'm not going anywhere till this thing is dead." On her turn.
right. So can you bring up the picture of the turtle again?
This lady does not look young enough for that to be a viable plan. She's gonna die of old age first. Oh no, it's cute.
Alright. I would like to tie a rope around the turtle's leg
Front
really
leg?
tight. Back leg.
But the back leg is underwater.
Why you gotta do me like this?
Turn
It's a
into a
turtle
carp.
in the water. Most of
Can't
it
I
is.
just like lean halfway off the boat?
I mean, you can go underwater if you want, sure. It's a turtle in a river. Most of its
Fine.
legs are underwater. It's just got its like head and shell above the water.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
It also keeps the nunchucks under the water.
And the tail. The real weak spot.
Yeah, you grab it by the tail, you
Basically,
swing it
I
around.
want to put a rope around this turtle. So,
Oh god. Okay. Around one of its legs or like around the shell?
can I go around the shell?
It'll probably take a bit of wrangling. There's also a lady on top of him.
Yeah, alright, I'll go for the leg.
Okay. Alright, so give me... Man, this is gonna be kind of like an improvised grapple. Guess it's Dex versus... Oh god. Yeah, Dex versus Dex. Remember
It's
what I
gonna
said
go so
about its
poorly.
Dex?
So, straight dex check.
Yeah, oh god.
Does it go great?
I rolled a 1. Not a nat 1, just a 1.
Oh. I got a 13.
I rolled a 3, but it has a -2 to its Dex.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Okay, so it is grappled.
Alright,
Good,
I got
good.
them thick thighs. Billy, take the left oar. I'm moving to the right oar.
Okay.
We're gonna get.
Oh
I
boy.
gotta tie the other part of this stupid rope to the boat, and we're getting out of here.
Oh boy. Okay. Awesome. Cool.
Sorry, wait, what is the plan?
I
The
have no
plan
idea.
is I tie the rope to the turtle, and I tie the rope to the boat, and we get our soup, but it's gonna take a bit, so we gotta take it with us.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So you tie you've got him grappled with the rope, and you tie the rope to the boat, and you go for the oar. That's your turn.
Yeah. Yep. Now we're gonna get out of here with the turtle.
All right, Spelt. You still have your witch bolt up, right? Is it concentration?
It is concentration.
Did
Oh,
you
I guess I
roll?
should roll.
You just need a 10.
I roll a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throws.
Oh, it's good. The 14.
Okay. So you still have your witch bolt up. It is still connected. You just have to do damage.
I guess. So,
You can do it, Spelt.
Look at that. 11 damage.
look at that. That's better. I can either roll 1s or 11s, and that is it.
That's still a 1.
Mhm.
There are no other digits.
Okay.
Um,
The turtle is now looking worse for wear and is looking like he's really disgruntled.
Me too, buddy.
I guess that's. I'm just gonna sit here until someone comes up with a reasonable plan.
All right,
Good luck.
Billy.
Came up with a reasonable plan, you stupid crocodile.
All right,
don't
before
think we're gonna be able to drag this thing via boat.
we absolutely will not. Before we try though, I would like to shoot it with my bow.
Okay. But with like aim now.
Yeah, but with aim now. Yeah, it's the humidity. I'm not accustomed to it very well, Now that I've figured out the 95% humidity, the resistance from the fletching.
17 misses. Hey, look, it's the turtle's turn.
Hey.
Hey, cat. I can't see the screen if you're in front of it. To bite your tail off. Does a 16 hit spelt?
Yes, it does.
8 piercing as it
Oh,
tries to
wait,
bite
no.
your tail.
Okay,
No?
it doesn't. My armor class is 15.
Oh, well, I just rolled a 16, so that does hit.
Oh, I thought you said 13. I am. Yep. What is damage? 8?
8.
Ow.
Okay, Obel. Please do something. She also rolled a 17. She also runs off and goes to bed.
Honestly, that would be the best case scenario at this point, is we all just run and go to bed.
Pete!
Oh boy. Oh Lottie.
Girl, please, stop. No! Off.
So is running off with dragging the turtle gonna be a strength check?
Yes.
Carl just threw her cat out of existence. I thought you all should know.
Yeet.
Welcome
Also,
back,
hi,
Garm.
I'm back.
You're all right there.
If it makes you feel any better, Obel
Battle.
also rolled a 17.
I don't feel any better.
Just amazing. Hang on, I gotta check one thing.
We will never kill this turtle.
I'd like the people to know that hyenas should have a strength of something higher than 11.
Why? They're like carrion eaters, aren't they?
I don't care.
They're-
Rion? So, I would like to coordinate with Billy to, row the heckin' out of here.
Okay. So you're holding your action until Billy rows his side.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Spelt, I believe that is it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I think if I'm seeing my friends start to act like they're going to row away, I would like to drop the witch bolt and cast shocking grasp, potentially, to see if I can hit it and run away. Without dying.
Statistically, probably not, but let's try it.
I don't think you even have to drop concentration to do that.
No, you don't.
What? Oh,
13 misses.
okay. So can I just bonus action witch bolt?
I
That
think Witch
one?
Bolt is an action.
Yep, you're right. Okay.
You still have it up, basically. So, like, yeah.
Yeah. I have 5
Also,
hit
why don't
points.
we wild magic it? That way you have your tides of things.
I don't think I get that back until a long rest anyway, but hey, look, it's the exact same thing.
How? There's like 20 options on this list. How did you get the same one again?
Because we're only rolling 1s and 11s.
Hold on.
And I'd also like you to note that the universe also thinks Spelt is an adorable 3-year-old.
I need to know what option number that is. Wait, that's not it. Oh, magic. It has 20 options on it. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. Okay. So, Spelt, you go to Shocking Grasp, and suddenly you're like, did this turtle just get bigger?
Cool. Oh, so I statistically can't hit it with anything because I roll a d12 now.
No, but luckily for you, you still have Witch Bolt out.
Does a nat 12 count as a critical hit?
I don't know. I don't think
feels
that
like a
12
no.
hits. I feel like it's not an automatic hit, and with a +4 with like +5, you literally can't hit its AC.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Cool.
See, this is genuinely the stupidest way we've ever TPK'd. Like, just to be clear, I'm fine. The rage sleep was mostly for show.
Oh, I
But
know. I mean, this is also the most laughter I've had this week, so anyways.
also, I apparently had my arrows highlighted when I was muting and unmuting myself, so I now have 1,100 arrows. I guess I'm gonna row.
But yes, Spelt, you get your Tides of Chaos back now that Wild Magic's gone off.
Okay.
Okay, Billy. Row your boat. You have the help action from Pete. Give me a strength save. Strength. Give me a strength check.
11.
All right. You move the boat until the rope is taut, and then you stop moving.
Do I take damage from whiplash? I'm gonna assume that's a no.
No. I don't think you're going fast enough for that.
Somehow that feels worse.
Oh no!
I'd like to take one stress.
Our boat!
Pete had already moved back. Did I like try to attack you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think you did.
Whatever.
I'm
Okay,
not
Billy.
missing more health, so
That's fine. All right, Spelt, you have now turned into a morsel-sized meal for this.
Oh, Spelt's just gonna die, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
This is it.
no. Spelt's not collateral.
Nat 1.
Oh, hey.
Amazing.
I'm not dead.
1s or 11s.
Yep. Okay, Obel, save this baby. 9.
Please. No.
All right, Pete, you look back, you see Spelt, who is now very tiny, beside this turtle, and the rowboat isn't moving.
Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, that's still the wrong button.
You okay over there, Garm?
I just want to read my spells.
We'll make sure you fix the spell slots and the fact that you're not concentrating on anything. Pete, what are you up to?
Suffering.
It's okay, it's only round 8.
Are you okay over there?
This is it. This is it. This is like the boss fight. The boss fight isn't going to take this long.
Does this guy have a longer name?
Oh my
Like
god.
Walgerfist, the hardback turtle.
Yeah, is there a giant
Yeah.
HP bar somewhere floating in the distance
Yeah,
that
every
can't
every
find the
every
top?
every turn from now on that you guys can't kill it, it's gonna just grow in size category one by one.
Oh no, and it's enraged timer.
It's okay. We just have to hit the brake bar. Hit the brake bar. Hit the brake bar.
All right, so I'm gonna tiny spells.
This is the one time I ask that you save me.
Tiny spell. Take 8 HP,
Excellent.
and with my action, I would like to row like the Dickenses. Kara's judging me silently.
You can't row as a bonus action.
Hmm?
You can't row as a bonus action. Oh wait, healing word is the bonus action.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
That's why my action is rowing like the Dickenses.
All right. Cool.
I have an incredibly bad idea for next turn.
Garm,
It's
you
okay. That's what
already
I've been
did
doing
that.
the entire time.
It's okay. I have a worse idea. It involves magic.
This is what Svelte looks like right now.
Oh,
Oh no.
he's
It's cute.
Just the babiest. Do you
All
want me
right.
to
What
roll?
ridiculous thing do you want to do, Garm?
Oh, I still got people ahead of me. I'm just saying.
Oh right, Pete's still turn thing.
And Spelt still got to get.
I know, but
Die.
I'm waiting for you to tell me what you want me to do to roll like the Dickenses.
Well, you're rowing with Billy, so we'll roll on his turn. I mean, you can either row
yeah,
yourself.
but I got a better strength score than that schmuck
Okay.
does.
Well, we'll assume Billy's not helping you then. Okay, give me a strength save. Check.
7.
7. Cool. Awesome.
You get better strength score than that schmuck.
Okay.
I do. Just didn't help.
I would like to get away from this thing, however, I do have that witch bolt going, and we're gonna see if it keeps going.
Okay.
Okay. 7.
7 damage. Spelt is single-handedly killing this. The rest of you are just
Arsing about.
three stooging in the background.
I'm like 1.5 feet tall max at this point.
The only thing that Spelt has going is the fact that they managed to Tides of Chaos that witch bolt.
That's it. That's the only reason.
Okay, Spelt, are you gonna move away or are you gonna stay there?
I mean, if I move away, he's gonna be mad. And I'm still kind of hoping this whole, like, drag him away from me thing is gonna work.
It won't.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. I just sink underwater and I move towards the boat.
Okay.
20 feet.
Alright, let's see if he manages to... 13.
That misses.
Cool. Okay, Spelt is not in melee anymore with the turtle.
Thank God.
Okay, Spelt is done. Billy.
Okay. I'd like to stab my javelin into the boat right about here.
Where Caddy is?
Yeah. I'll shove her out of my way. Or stab between her legs. I don't care. I'm going to stab my javelin into the boat.
Okay. Are you trying
And then...
to make a
No,
hole
no.
in the bottom?
No. I'm trying to impale it there so it stays firmly.
Okay. Well, give me an attack.
Okay. 20.
Okay. Yeah,
Are you
firmly.
Yeah,
fucking kidding
now
me?
we actually hit, because we're hitting the boat. That's,
Oh,
that's
oh, good.
Can you roll some damage, please?
1.
Okay. It
Boat
is.
say it's maximum health, so I don't get
Yep,
Colossus
yep.
Slayer.
It is technically,
Obviously.
yeah.
Mhm.
You're lucky you didn't hit it earlier and splinter it.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Would have destroyed this boat outright. Okay.
Okay.
And I would also like to grab my bedroll
Okay.
and some hempen rope,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to improvise a sail.
In the middle
I
of a
would like
mist with no wind.
yes. Oh, I got that part covered. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Um,
All right.
yes, I would like to do that.
Okay. Give me.
I would like to
Your.
note that I have a skill called Scavenger's Eye. I have an advantage on, or have advantage on intelligence ability checks made to determine the properties of objects and how to repurpose them.
Amazing. All right. Give me a Tinker's Tool check since you've got that with intelligence.
Oh, oh, I do have Tinker's Tools. You're right.
I was, in fact, looking at your sheet, which clearly you've
22.
also looked at.
Yeah.
Okay, 22. All right, you improvise a sail. You're not sure how long it will last, but it should last, probably long enough.
Okay, great. Now I can't do anything until next turn.
Great.
Don't worry, I've got this. Also, Spell, get back on the boat.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Well, Spelt
Also,
ran off.
22. You kidding me?
You can only roll 20 and above when you're not hitting this magical turtle. The turtle is going to turn around and try to bite Obel.
Oh God.
15. Yeah, that hits. And Obel goes down.
Perfect. Excellent.
Wonderful. I need you
Good.
to know that I went down to get a drink. I ran into the Garm father, and he goes, "So how's it going?" And I went, "We're trying to kill a turtle." He goes, "It's just a turtle. You can do it." I tell him, "Yeah, that's what we thought too."
She just roll a nat 1 on her saving throw.
Yes.
On her death saving throw.
Wow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well,
Perfect.
nobody will
She's
remember
going
our
to roll
failure
that.
except us. I guess.
All right, Pete. The old lady on the turtle's unconscious. She just got bitten on the
Oh,
neck.
for fuck's sake.
Shoulder.
All right.
I think we're
I
well
would
into
like
PG-16 now.
to use Wild Shape to turn into a starry form.
A what? Oh, starry form. Okay.
Yeah.
Forgot you were that
So
type of
I
druid.
shed bright light in 10 feet and dim light for another 10 feet. And I'm going with the Chalice constellation, which means a goblet appears on my head. Doesn't actually appear on my head, I just think it's funnier that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to cast Cure Wounds on me because I'm important. What? Why would you do this to me? Game. No, I don't want the spell card, you wanker.
Yeah. You would have no troubles killing a turtle, would you?
So
It's just a
when
turtle.
whenever I cast a spell using a spell slot that restores HP to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of me can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier. I would like
Nice.
to use that to heal the thing I can't see in the distance, because it doesn't say that I have to see them.
All right, fair. Does it have like a distance? How far can you
30
heal?
feet.
Yeah, you're good.
My wisdom modifier is 3. Like how I healed her for over twice as much.
Yep.
Almost 3 times as much as I healed myself.
You hear Obel in the mist go, "I'm alive!" I will kill you, turtle, if it's the last thing I do.
No!
You
I
just.
scream at her.
By the way, each of my
Stop.
joints looks like a star and looks like they're connected with lines. So I'm basically a moving constellation that just face palmed.
Ah, yes, the Picard.
Instead of the thinker, it's the thunker.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
It's not success, I can tell you that.
Sometimes I forget how fun D&D can be. This reminds me.
We've spent over an hour on this fight, y'all.
It's just a turtle. I'm sure you can do it.
Turtle.
I'm sure we can do it.
It's only taken us
Yeah.
9 rounds to get this far. Okay, spelled. Please.
Oh
Okay,
god.
3 damage.
I'm swimming back.
Listen, you did better than a 1.
Is Opal like in the water now? Or is she still on the
Uh.
back of the turtle?
She's probably still on the back of the turtle.
Okay.
But she's
It,
prone because she
like,
hasn't had a turn yet. So she's like prone on top of
here.
the shell of the turtle.
And I tell her, Opal, get your butt down here. We are not killing this turtle.
It's almost
anytime
dead.
soon.
We've almost got it.
So are you.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Something just healed me.
Okay, so
I've
suddenly
never regretted more.
there's glorious bright light behind me. I just assume Spelt's on the boat because I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to pull a baton out of my pocket, wave it a couple of times, and cast Gust of Wind
Okay.
at the sail. I would like to leave this place.
Okay.
Do you need me to read the text?
Oh, I know what gust of wind does. 15 feet. Okay. So we're gonna
15
move the boat 15 feet.
Yep. Gonna crash us straight into land, aren't I?
Well, that's 5, 10. That's land.
I cannot deal with this game.
No!
You're muted, Pi.
I think by game you meant turtle. You can't deal with the turtle.
I'll put it there. And then we're gonna move all of you.
And that's fair. Thanks, Garm.
Spell's not on the
It's
boat.
just a turtle. You could kill it. Manna came down here for a sprite.
Okay.
So,
The opposite of a pep talk.
are we still tied to that turtle?
Yeah, we are. You are.
Yep.
So the turtles.
We brought
Just
the
watch
turtle.
it.
So Spell's like, get off the turtle, and the turtle's like, vroom. You're like, what the?
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Opal's on the back of it going, yeehaw!
Which we can't see, of course.
Don't worry, we can hear it, and I think it's really good that she was prone. If she weren't prone, she totally would have flown off that turtle.
Yep. You ever have one of those days where you feel like you make the wrong decision every time?
All right, so the turtle doesn't like being yeeted. So it is gonna try and bite the rope. Oh hey, look, a 17. 10 piercing damage. Okay, he snaps the rope in 2.
Excellent. Great.
Opal is gonna continue
Oh my god. this
single-mindedly.
is
Holy shit, she hit.
great.
The 3 damage. This thing is at 1/5 of its health.
After an hour and a half.
All right, Pete. Apparently, this rowboat has turned into a sailboat. And as long as that gust keeps going, it looks like you don't really need to row.
Billy, we can't ditch Spelt. You gotta go back.
What do you mean Spelt's not on the boat?
Spelt's not on the boat.
Why is the Spelt on the boat? I told you to get Spelt on the boat.
I told you that I told Spelt to get on the boat.
I just imagine Caddy sitting on the like back edge of it with like her chin in her hand and just going like, it's really unbelievable. I didn't think this amount of incompetence could exist.
I don't even know if there's anything I can do about that.
I don't know.
Because, like,
Can't you stop the gust?
I could.
Send
But
it
then I
towards
wouldn't be
the
able to do it
turtle.
again.
Throw the turtle back.
What?
Redirect it towards the turtle so you can blow the turtle
Yeah,
back.
ram it into the turtle.
But I think it comes from where I'm standing right now.
No, you can
So, like-
move it, I think.
No, it's stuck on you.
Yeah, you
So
can
just
change the
walk
direction.
onto the other side of the sail.
Yes.
I've used Gust of Wind before, it's real good.
It's real good.
I'm the man now, dog.
Alright, I would like to hold my action until I can see the turtle.
Okay.
Or Spelt. Nah, the turtle. Fuck the turtle.
I'm just imagining you pointing that Gust of Wind at Spelt, who, by the way, is still a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
news,
my god.
Spelt still has Witch Bolt.
Come on, Spelt. Okay, I am gonna move.
Go, Spelt, go!
I'm gonna move here-ish. Probably one back, actually. And continue to try and witch bolt this awful, awful turtle.
Oh, I'm just gonna
Seven.
crush Spelt's head, aren't I?
Okay, look. The aura has gone red.
Oh my god.
We can have that color?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, there's like blood in the water now.
Yeah, I think it's mine.
Luckily, you're pretty sure there's no such thing as like sharks in these waters, just crocodiles.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, great. Wouldn't
Just
want to deal with
crocodiles.
sharks.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's also probably something like piranhas, but you know, details.
Uh,
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do,
Great.
and I'm just gonna shake my head flabbergasted at this old woman trying to beat this turtle
Yeah,
overhead.
Oval's like, we've nearly got it, folks.
Oh my god.
I will make you the best turtle soup you've ever tried.
It better
Great
be.
turtle soup.
Alright, I'm gonna duck under the sail, get uncomfortably close to the noblewoman whose name I've forgotten again. Say, don't read too much into this. And turn the gust of wind back around with my baton. That's the sound the wind makes.
You're pointing it at the sail again?
Yeah,
Oh no.
so I'd be facing the other way.
Wait.
Spelt! Ah!
No.
I don't know where Spelt
That's
is.
the plan.
What
I
makes you
thought
think
you
we
were
have a
aiming at
plan?
the turtle.
Where's the turtle?
You can't see the
That
turtle,
way.
that's the problem.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I guess I would probably have a vague idea of what direction we came from. Can I?
You would hear the lady shouting, we almost got this thing.
Oh, that's true. Can I aim at
And
the
the
lady?
witch bolt. The witch bolt is still attached to the turtle.
Yes,
This
I will
Glowing
aim in the
purple.
direction. I will aim ladyward and witchboltward.
Okay.
Thank god.
Okay. So you don't ram the ship into spells.
I do not crush Spelt's skull
Please
yet.
don't impale me with the front of the boat.
I will do my best.
Okay, you ram into the turtle.
Nice? Wait, bad?
Give me a D20.
Good?
Give me a D20.
This is a disaster.
6.
Okay. So we're just gonna move the turtle a bit.
So I just like glance off of it.
Yeah. Because it's easier to move the turtle than the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. You clank into something, and you now see. Well, we're just gonna put her there. You now see the turtle, which looks a bit slower than it used to, and more upset than angry. And Oval's on top of it, going, "Good work, guys! Just help me finish it off, and then we'll pull it onto the boat."
I saw the turtle.
You did. You had a held action, didn't you?
I would like to poke it in the eyeballs
24 hits.
Thank
for
goodness.
9 acid.
Oh my god, look at that. It's not a 1 or a 3.
And just
Sit
before
back.
round 10 finishes, Pete manages to find its weak spot, the eyes.
With the combined power of primal savagery and this
And the boat.
And the
this
boat.
like airboat that we've got going
I'm just
on.
imagine Pete going like this with like 2 fingers forward and just ramming into it with the boat.
Yeah.
That's why it did extra damage.
Yeah, and this thing just like pokes out of the water and just sees the two coming for it.
That's the dumbest thing we've done in a while.
I'd like to stop gusting.
Felt is just floating on his back, just staring at the fog, contemplating his life choices.
That's fair.
That's fair.
As a 3-year-old.
Where did I go wrong?
Did I go wrong? I've only been alive for 15 years.
Okay, so Oval goes, "Good job! I knew you guys had it in you. Took you a while though." And like jumps off the turtle onto the boat. Now help me with this thing, and starts pulling the turtle. Hate these things, but they're so good as soup.
I'll slap the hole down, I guess, because we can put it in the hole.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
already
sure.
got somebody in the hole.
No, you
I thought she was
helped
back
Caddy.
out.
Yeah, Caddy's out of the
Yeah.
hole. All right, so you slap the hole on the bottom of the boat, and she nearly falls into it before realizing what it is. And between all of you, and I guess maybe Spelt, but Spelt's a 3-year-old, so maybe not.
Spelt is directing.
You get the turtle inside the hole. She just goes like, huh, "That's useful. How much you want for it?"
I have no idea.
Maybe we can talk shop when we get to like
Soup first,
civilization.
trades later.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
we're
that.
only like 100 feet away from my inn, the Bird and Bloom. So let's get on over there, and then I will have this turtle cooked, and you guys can have some rooms for free for helping.
That's the best news I've received all day. Thank you.
Quite frankly, we've only been up for like an hour.
That's also
fine.
true.
We're gonna feast all day.
That was quite possibly the... I don't even know how to describe that fight.
That was the most ridiculous fight I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, we get there sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call scuffed.
Yeah. Back in the day, we used to break into rooms by using reduce on the door and then kicking it in. And then unreducing it so it fly into people.
Good times.
Because the reduce would break it off the hinges, right?
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Well, you have made it to the Bird and Bloom, which is on the other side of Clearwater than where Nightwater is. But you know, details.
God, we floated that far?
Yep.
Excellent.
I mean, then you rode for like 4 hours, so.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Wait, does that mean this lady's never getting home?
Basically, yes.
Oh, she gets off the boat once you get to the Bird and Bloom, and she's like, "Finally, civilization!"
So tell us about the bird and
And
also Bloom.
and demands the best room in the inn because, you know.
Yeah.
Of course she does.
What do you want to know about the bird and bloom? It's the bird and bloom.
What? What kind of bird is it?
It's an inn, Garm.
What kind of bloom is it, Karu?
All of them at the same time.
What's on the side? Is it a heron? Is it a flamingo? Is it a pigeon? A peregrine falcon?
This is a
A
tea
red-tailed
house
hawk?
and inn, upscale lodgings and fine sodden dining.
God, sodden is a really unpleasant word.
But when you get there, also you see that Opal kind of changes her demeanor, and now she's all like posh and like, "Welcome to the Bird and Bloom. I will have this cooked for you in no time. In the meantime, feel free to here's some rooms, and this is on the house, so you don't have to pay 3 gold per bed.
Thank you.
This is the most upscale tavern in Clearwater. What kind of tea would you like me to serve while you wait for the soup?
Earl Grey.
Discerning fellow. What about for the babe?
I am not a child.
Oh,
firstly.
that kind of babe.
You good, Garm?
Oh, good.
Okay. And I would just like some more milk, please.
Milk, of course.
We were following a trail of fireflies.
Oh wait, you're not a baby anymore. That was my bad. It's 1 minute.
Your voice suddenly drops. I'd like some
When
more
puberty
milk,
hits
please.
real hard.
I'd like some more milk. Yeah.
Yeah, we were following a trail of fireflies, then ran into the fog. How long has the fog been around?
Oh, about a day. We saw
Okay.
some like fireflies show up first, heading towards Spike Patch, and then the then the thing happened. The fog.
Mm.
I'm not looking forward to.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to being in Spike Patch personally.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Probably one of those ironic names.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's real smooth. Like a shark.
Zap. Hmm. I'll just
Yes,
sit
sir.
there sipping my tea.
Okay. You have an evening's rest, and then come like hours later, the turtle soup is ready. It is very delicious. She doesn't call it turtle soup to anyone else she serves it to in the place. She just calls it sodden soup. But you guys know it's the turtle soup. It occurs to you, Spelt, that maybe the reason for this is the fact that many folks in the swamp worship an ancient turtle god named Tor, and therefore
Whoa.
consider all turtles sacred. So
Cool. We will keep that on the down low.
So she probably doesn't want to keep that shell around, huh?
what shell? There's no shell. She'll change.
Right.
She'll trade you the shell for your portable, not portable hole.
Sounds like a terrible deal. I'm in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shell seems more useful.
I mean, like, the portable hole's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But imagine what we could do with a shell.
I know we could
I
punch people with it.
It is a
could.
pretty spiky shell, and it was a medium-sized turtle, so you could probably just use it as like a shield or actually wear it on your
Oh,
back.
shell, yeah. Can Spelt fit? Can Spelt wear it?
I think it's too big for me. I'm a
Could
small.
Spell use it as a boat?
If it wasn't spiky, maybe.
Maybe.
No, the spikes go on the bottom, Garm.
Yeah, the spikes go on the bottom. I mean, it could get caught on like stuff underneath the water, I guess.
Yeah, spikes are not very hydrodynamic.
Yeah, that's why you file them down. We could, like, modify it.
Are we gonna baby-proof the shell?
I'd say you could probably use it as like either part of it as a shield, like whittle it down to a size you can actually hold as a shield, or you could like weld it to the back of an armor. I
Yeah,
don't
one
know
of
what
those two.
kind of armor you guys are using.
Pete, do you want a spiky shield? Pete.
I'm trying to think if I can use it.
I'm pretty sure druids can use shields. Yeah.
Okay. Druids will not wear armor or use shields that are made of metal. Alright, so I could use a spiky.
Or armor.
Yeah, you could make like scale mail out of it, but it's like shell mail instead.
Each spike is one scale.
Just put it on your back and call it a day.
Yeah.
You see trouble, you curl up. Easy.
Yeah, Spelt and I will just kind of float in the water and go, pew!
Exactly.
That is the technique.
Okay. So you guys start figuring that out and have your delicious not turtle soup.
I love eating things that aren't turtles.
Yep. I guess my question now is, do we go on break and continue on for another scene, or do we want to stop there? We're at the 2-minute mark.
I think the scene 2-minute.
What? 2 hour.
2-minute mark?
2 hour.
That might be a good place to call it, given our preposterously tragic fight with the gator.
You don't want to get into
crocodile.
Yeah, I think
another hour long.
I think we need to put the dice down for the night and just call it there.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop.
Just
Okay.
stop. Get some help.
Okay.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I am assuming that since you guys are just spending the day here and, the fog is still up, you're gonna, at the very least, take a short rest before continuing onwards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially since you just got given 3 gold worths of bed to sleep on.
Right.
It's nice. It's the softest thing that you guys have ever seen since getting here to the swamp. So
Yeah, we'll sleep until morn and then head out. No
Okay.
sense going to the spike patch at night, I assume.
probably not, especially not if
Mm.
the
Yeah, it smooths out during the day, so.
It's okay. You'll have a spiky shield to protect you from the spikes.
They cancel out. That's how that works.
Yeah. So you go to sleep in the softest beds ever. It is the best sleep you've had until you wake up to the distant sounds of screams. It sounds like a whole crowd of people are crying for help somewhere out in the swamp.
Oh, come on.
You have this like acrid smell of smoke that reaches your nose, and as you look outside the windows, you see that the strange fog that is still up is tinted with a fiery red hue. Somewhere out there, a huge fire is raging. And that's where we'll end the session.
Well, dang.
Did we get a long rest or
Yes.
no? Okay, good.
I can use gust of wind again. Hooray.
To blow around the fire.
Yeah.
To make the fire bigger?
It'll be much easier to find things if there's no trees in the way.
Okay. Well, folks, thanks for hanging out with us, to those brave souls who have made it this long. And don't forget to donate because the kids need all the help we can get them. That I'm all out of words.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Right.